There we go. Cool. For some reason, I was muted, but now I'm not. Okay, so I apologize in advance for the lack of a video so far this week. I haven't released one on YouTube yet this week as of Wednesday that I'm recording this. I have been very busy with work, which is good and bad. It's bad because it's taking up my time. I've also drastically changed my personal schedule. I am now getting up at 4 in the morning to facilitate going to the gym prior to doing anything else. And I am adapting to this change. I'm feeling good about it. One of the things I was asked to do was to play Time Warp. And I have a Time Warp deck, though I think it's a little old. Hey, Mixum, how's it going? Glad to have you. I don't remember what I called it, though. Might be this one. Because this is the one that was like playing Silence and stuff, and I really like that. Hey, Joest, how's it going? And Sissia, too, welcome. Oh, what? Did I not throw the ball? Alright, I think I'm going to... Oh, this does need to be edited slightly. Oh, did I not throw the right ball? You got a more famous ball? Yeah, as foretold, Time Warps is/was a thing at one point, and it was pretty powerful. Because it lets you cast Ancestral Visions for free, and that lets you get around having to play things like Howling Mine. This is a very old list, so I'm going to update it really quick. We'll go with... I think I'm going to go with Prismatic Endings over Paths. I have Paths out of the side. Then... I want to add a Raugrin Triome. Which, I don't like adding the tap land, but... if you're playing Prismatic Ending, there's really no reason not to at least get it to go to 3. And I'm sure I'm going to run into a bunch of stuff that's going to make me regret a lot of my decisions in this deck, but let's take this into a 2-man. Let's see how we do. How's you guys this week's been? Mine has been busy. No regrets. Alright, I will be keeping this. 3 lands is pretty good. We are against a Yorion deck. Alright, so let's start Island Serum Visions. But you only work 4 more days this year? Nice. The Shared Fate video convinced you to get it in paper? No, we will not reveal Temporal Mastery. That's pretty bad. Island to the top, Behold the Multiverse to the top. Behold the Multiverse gives us something to do as well. Currently sniping in the brushes in Halo RN, They'll Never See Me. That sounds like fun. It's been forever since I played Halo. Opponent plays a Shambling Vent tapped. So we untap, we draw Behold the Multiverse. Let's go ahead and foretell. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Plays a Caves of Koilos. So this is probably Yorian taxes. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. So we are drawing an island. We're probably going to get... what's it called? Oh my gosh. I can't brain. I literally have not played Magic since I last streamed. Because I've had a busy weekend and busy week. Welcome, Dry Bomber. Glad to have you. We untap, we draw an island, play an island, pass the turn. Opponent untaps. It's Caldra. That's the one. Hey, Tarek. It's not my birthday, but thanks for tuning in. It's good to have you. Okay, opponent's going to play Thalia. That's actually fine. I'm kind of surprised they didn't just go for Caldra, but... They do not attack. Okay, let's behold the multiverse. Force of Negation is not going to be useful, and neither is Ancestral Visions here. We draw another Force of Negation and a Narset Transcendent. We can't play her, unfortunately, because we can't play anything in our hand yet. So we're going to play Polluted Delta and pass the turn. Well, thanks for tuning in while you can. I do appreciate that. I really don't think there's not a reason for them to just Caldra. So it looks like that's what they're doing here. Okay. Nothing we can do about this. Alright, here comes Caldra. Then our opponent is going to attack us for 7. It would be a shame if the germ got the trampoline treatment, I agree. So opponent attacks us for 7. I've never seen him do this. Okay, we take 7. Go to 13. Pass to our opponent's end step. Let's go get the Triome. Untap. We draw Plains. Play a Plains. Pass the turn. Yeah, her utility is very limited. Opponent plays a tap land, casts an Arbiter. So counter the Arbiter, bounce the Germ token. Pay 5. They can hit us for 3. We'll go to 9. They don't attack. They're choosing not to attack? Why? What? Oh, they're afraid of Solitude. We're not even playing Solitude. But they don't know we're not blue-white control. Well, the F6 might have tipped him off there. We can hit for 2, untap. We draw Narset Transcendent. I feel like I just played Narset and Uptick. Yeah, I think that's all we do here. Play Narset. I could force a negation if I needed to, but I don't think they're going to cast any non-creature spells we care about. And I could Time Warp, but it doesn't really do anything. Okay. Flooded Strand on top of the deck. Pass the turn. What's all the digging about? What are you digging for? He peeks at me from under the green screen. Oh, boy. You're a good boy, Porter. You're a good boy. Alright. Opponent casts a Tide Hollow Sculler. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. They have to take Time Warp. I'm pretty sure... I don't think Rebound works with the spells that exile themselves. Yeah, so I can't Rebound part the Water Veil. I am drawing a land, and I can cast it, which is good, because I can keep upticking Narset, but... Yeah, if Part the Water Veil said, like, this goes into exile if it were to go into the grave or something like that, it would work. But they took Part the Water Veil? Sir, that is most certainly incorrect. Alright, we get taken 3 damage for Narset here. She's going to 4. Yeah, Mastery exiles as part of its resolution, which is why it doesn't work. So I think, like, Nexus of Fate would actually rebound properly. Okay. Narset goes down to 5. Or goes down to 4, excuse me. Mixum, thank you for resubscribing. 8-month streak. Total of 14 months. Glad to have you. You're a wonderful human being, and I appreciate your support. I don't know what my opponent is doing. Okay. We untap. We draw a Flooded Strand. Play Flooded Strand. Crack it. We're going to go get a Prairie Stream. Then we downtick Narset. Time Warp. Target ourself. Costs 6 mana. Okay. Go to next turn. We untap. Time Warp rebounds. Time Warp, target ourselves. We gotta pay 1. We draw a Teferi Time Raveler. Uptick Narset Transcendent, get Force of Negation. Play Teferi for 4 mana, because that's how that works. Bounce Tide Hollow Sculler. We draw Ancestral Visions, draw part the Water Veil. Okay, go to our next turn. We untap. Miracle Temporal Mastery. Because we're good at this game. Good old Time Walk. The speech to text isn't going. That's hilarious, though. Why didn't the speech to text play? Okay, uptick Narset Transcendent. Uptick Teferi Time Raveler. Spend Ancestral. Mikokoro a card. Sissy, I'm sorry. I don't know why that didn't play. Untap. Oh, it might have been. It does not like certain things it considers swear words. It won't play. I totally forget. So Ancestral Visions is ticking down. I don't know where to put this. They don't even want to play. They don't even want to play. Bone Daddy, thank you for resubscribing. What's going on? Currently, I'm playing some Azorius turns right now. Glad to have you. 34 months. Oh my gosh, Bone Daddy, that's almost 3 years. That's a long time. You're a wonderful human being, and I appreciate the support. About to trophy via concession. Yeah, too bad I'm not playing it in an actual league. We're just doing 2-mans right now. I originally stopped playing Time Warps because the client was so bad. Having to constantly restart it. Although with a macro button to do that now and do it efficiently, I might actually try playing it again for a league. I have several decks in queue that I need to get to, though, first. It's been a busy week. What's the deck queue currently? I have to play Dragonstorm for you. I have to play Coffers Control for the other patron. Because he said if he ever doesn't tell me anything, just to play Coffers Control. So I have to play those 2 decks. I have to get to Angry Face Prison Tron for Bone Daddy. That's actually on the list. I have a deck redemption from Tarek to play Blue Tron. And there's one more, I think. I'm thinking there's one more. But those are the ones that jump out at me. No, I think it's just those 4. Why do I hate Prisontron? Just looking at the deck list made me sad. That's why. Hey, For Thesis Research, how's it going? Any movie trailers catch your peak? I haven't seen a movie trailer since Dune's movie trailer. And I don't even think I paid all the way attention to that, because I can't pay attention to anything. Right now I'm playing Blue-White Time Warp. Woo! Level 1 Hype Train. Thank you, Mixim, for gifting out a sub. I'm sure they appreciate the donation of a sub to this channel. I do need to see the new Spider-Man movie, that's true. The second Sonic movie trailer was released? I actually watched the first Sonic movie and I really liked it. I thought it was pleasant. Dune was a super interesting 2-hour trailer for the second Dune movie to come out in 2025. Hey Sigma, how's it going? Knuckles is in it now? Oh, good. Yeah, I did hear that Dune was just like a large setup for a sequel. But I mean, like, I'd rather them drag it out and do the storyline justice. Reasonable, Silver. I hope you can batten down the hatches and enjoy yourself. I'm doing all right. It's been a busy week, which is why there hasn't been any YouTube uploads yet. That is both awesome and hilarious, Bone Daddy. Oh, man. Nobody wants to play with me in the 2-man queue. Maybe they're afraid of my username. A dead meme got revived. Time for a league. Yeah, no kidding. If I started a Time Warps League, which I'm not opposed to doing, I would be here playing all night. I've got a feeling. Simply because the games go so long. And this list is not at all tuned. I made like one tiny adjustment to add prismatic ending to it. But this deck list would need a lot of work, I think, for a full league. What do y'all think I should do for a Christmas video? There's a question for you. We could go Christmas colors and play red green Ponza and just pretend we're giving the gift that keeps on giving. Land destruction. Elf costume? Oh, I don't think I would do good in an elf costume. Demonic Pact gifts. I like it. I like it. Legacy Modern draft with red-green cards only. Maybe, if there's a cube open. Just get drunk with a tree background. Oh, gosh. I'm going to keep this. It's kind of sketchy, but... Give our opponent white elephant gifts? Yes. It's burn, so we're getting hit for 2 and drawing Jace. We draw Jace, play Snow-Covered Island, Serum Visions. We draw another Serum Visions, Narset to the bottom, Force to the bottom as well. Pass the turn. No, I didn't. So I basically have not touched my stream setup since the last time I streamed. I did not do any recording because I've been busy. And I need to do that. It is on the list of things to get done. Alright, so we're going to play an island. We're going to Serum Visions, Force Negation to the bottom, Cryptic Command to the bottom. Pass the turn. I think I'm going to discard probably Temporal Mastery. Nice. Getting Lava Spiked. Opponent attacks us for 4. Part the Water Veil on top of our deck. We go down to 8. Untap. Play a Prairie Stream. Play Teferi. And bounce Swift Spear. Get a Raugrin Triome. Pass the turn. Isn't there a snow deck? Abominable Snow something? We could do that, yes. There are some snow decks. We can work snow into Demonic Pact Gift. Just say, unwrap your present. It's losing the game. That would be fun. Miracle Temporal Mastery, because we're good at this game. That is actually a god top deck, by the way. Alright. Go to main phase. Play a tap land. Untap. Draw Hollowed Fountain. Play an island. Time Warp. Untap. Yeah, that might have just boosted us enough. Hollowed Fountain tapped. Time Warp. We do need to draw another cheap Time Warp, though. It's like if we miracle our 3rd Temporal Mastery, this game is over. Pretty sure. Okay, we draw Misty. Now I could just play Teferi Unsummon. I could actually double Unsummon. Just Teferi bounce, Jace bounce. But then if my opponent plays land, bolt, bolt, we die. That might be my best bet, though. The other option is casting Part the Water Veil with no value. Alright, play a Plains. Let's start with this. Hit him with the command. Yeah. Let's see. We'll bounce Swift Spear. See what we draw. Polluted Delta. Alright. Play Jace. Unsummon. Pass the turn. We are dead to double bolt exactly. There's the Wooded Foothills. Oh no! What did you miss? You got back just in time for the good part. Garfield, I've go. What? Oh, I've come to bargain. Alright. Opponent attacks Jace for 2, attacks Teferi for 1. That may have actually been the correct choice there. We untap. We draw Teferi Time Raveler. We do not have the bolt sound effect, I'm sorry. Nice. Nice. I'm only gonna have 5 mana this turn. So I have to cast a value Part the Water Veil, which is not actually that valuable. We're going to fetch up a Hallowed Fountain, because that's our last pain land / tap land. We untap. We draw Narset. Okay, so we play Teferi. Bounce Swiftspear. Oh no. Play Snow-Covered Plains. Play Narset. We gotta hit like Prismatic Ending or Remand. Uptick. Island? Why do I only draw lands? Oh, we're so dead. There's no way in 8 cards my opponent doesn't have a Boros Charm. Yeah, 8-card burn hand? He's gotta have 3 damage in there somewhere. Okay, so versus burn. We'll bring in the timely reinforcements and the paths and the Aether Gusts. Remand is awful. Jace is super bad. Wasted. I should have it on like a randomized you died screen of some kind. I can do that. I just have to remember. Let's see. Narset does not impact the board, but is one of our main ways to like gain advantage by turning Time Warp into Time Stretch. She also has a huge amount of loyalty. I think I'm going to drop Force Negation. Maybe like 1 Ancestral Vision. And 1 Behold the Multiverse. Yeah, exactly. That's not a bad idea. And I'll cut 1 Serum Visions. Try it like this. Alright, I would like to play first. This hand doesn't do anything, does it? I mean, I guess we might cast a Teferi or an As Foretold. We do have a Cryptic. All excellent choices. I think I am going to keep this. Just because Teferi should draw some amount of burn. As long as they don't have, like, the burn hand, we should be fine. Oh, it'd be a real cool thing if I could take the camera, snapshot it, and do the Mario, like, move it over to the center of the screen and then, like, bounce it. Oh, that'd be great. We'll start with Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Sacred Foundry into a Swiftspear. Let's go and get... they did mulligan to 6. Let's get a Raugrin Triome. They hit us for 1. We draw Flooded Strand, which I will fetch a Hallowed Fountain for so we don't draw it. Prairie Stream's not going to be a land until we hit our 5th land. Opponent goes to combat. Hits us for 1. Yes, that is correct. Opponent plays a mountain into an Eidolon. Crack Flooded Strand. Get a Hollowed Fountain tapped. Then we untap. We draw me Kokoro. Play an island. I'm going to play Teferi and bounce Eidolon because that's the best tempo I can do. Bounce Eidolon. Draw another Prairie Stream, pass the turn. Be careful, take shelter. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks Teferi for 1. That's reasonable. Teferi down. Opponent plays Eidolon. And an Arid Mesa. We untap. We draw an Aether Gust. So... play Plains. Pass the turn. We'll probably just be sleeping their creatures with Cryptic here. I could Aether Gust in response to the Arid Mesa and put Eidolon on top of their deck. Then they'd shuffle it away. I'm not going to do that, though. I also did not bring in Supreme Verdict. Maybe I should have. Opponent goes to combat. Tap all of OP's creatures. Draw a card. Nice. That's also not a bad idea. I definitely should have. Oh, okay. Let's see. Second Eidolon. Well, that's pain. We draw Serum Visions. My only choice is to take 8 damage to do anything. I guess by that logic... yeah, this Aether Gust is now twice as painful. So, Aether Gust and Eidolon. They put it on top. Play Prairie Stream. Play As Foretold. Take 2. Draw 3 cards. Take 2, go to 6. There's our Timely. It's going to be a little late, though. And that's death. It's just... is anyone really surprised, though? They're going to lose the burn with that? Yeah, timely isn't very timely. Exactly. I believe this button will do it. Okay. I don't think it worked. Yeah, it didn't work. I gotta fix that macro. I think I made it a little bit too fragile. Okay. I don't want to play in the tournament that's not for a while. All right. We're 1-1 with time warps across 2 2-mans. This hand does nothing for like 6 turns. I've got to mulligan that. This is way better. I will keep. I'll put back a Hollowed Fountain, and we can begin. Opponent leads on Birds of Paradise. Oh, I can. I think. I think I can. I'm in the wrong view. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to lead on Island Serum Visions. Bottom. Pass the turn. Officially up to 90k. Oh gosh. That's just what we need. Is this destruction, land destruction? Cemetery Prowler. Well, he's now reduced the cost of sorceries. We untap. Draw Misty. Play Flooded Strand, pass the turn. Opponent untaps, they draw. They go to combat. Attack us for 3. Go down to 17. Yeah, 2-mana Stone Rain is exactly what I was worried about. Let's go get a Raugrin Triome. Untap. Draw another As Foretold. Play a Snow-Covered Plains. Play As Foretold. Draw 3 cards. Okay. Pass the turn. Well, we can pitch As Foretold to Force of Negation. It's Jund. Whatever it is. This is Budget Jund? Skelemental! Oh, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm taking 9. What is As Foretold? It's a 3-mana enchantment that lets you cast spells for free as long as the spell costs less than its counter. Or the number of counters on it, and it gets a counter every one of your upkeeps. I have to discard 2 cards. Part the Water Veil and As Foretold. Okay, then. Cemetery Gatekeeper. Whenever a player plays a land or casts a spell, if it shares a card type... That can hit lands? Oh my gosh. What is this? Good decks? Force of Negation's not good when all your opponent plays is creatures. We untap. We can no longer cast sorceries for free. We'll play a Polluted Delta. And I think we have to play Teferi here. bounce the creature with larger power, I guess. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Windswept Heath. Grist. Oh my god, it's a creature while it's on the stack. This card is stupid. I was like, Planeswalker, I can get value. I can't do jack shit. It's a creature everywhere but the battlefield. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so mad about that. Bone Daddy, are you on a demoralization campaign for me? Because it feels like it. We need a top deck Time Warp so we can teach this person a lesson. Opponent exiles Lightning Skelemental. They go to combat. They hit us for 2. Go to 5. So they're playing Cemetery Gatekeeper and Cemetery Prowler as ways to punish you for putting stuff in the grave, and then they're playing Jund to force you to discard to put stuff in the grave. Alright, we're dead. Alright, Verdict's in, Aether Gust in, Borrower in, Force Negation out. I'll bring in Path. I need to cut 6 cards. Shave a land or 2. I don't know about that. I'm gonna try cutting 1. Remand is still, like, okay. Narset's kind of bad. Presumably Jace is bad because they're going to be playing Lightning Bolt. I'm going to cut 1, Behold the Multiverse. And 1 As Foretold. Sunset Revelry. Maybe. This rate. I'm going to dump Brazen Borrower. I'm not going to play it. Let's try it like this. I'll play first. Sure, we will keep. We have removal. That's something. Start by suspending Ancestral Visions. Pass the turn. Now I know you're trolling. Opponent starts Ignoble Hierarch. We'll reveal the Temporal Mastery for the flex. Not because I misclicked. Play Flooded Strand. Prismatic Ending. Try and slow him down. Opponent shocks an Overgrown Tomb. Plays a Strangleroot Geist. I'm kind of surprised that this card is seeing play. I also regret using that Prismatic Ending a little bit. Because this card was amazing in Standard. Yes, that is what that sound is. Hey, we drew another Prismatic Ending. Play Flooded Strand. Prismatic Ending the Geist. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an Overgrown Tomb. Tapped. And a Birds. And they are passing. Crack Flooded Strand. Let's get a Hollowed Fountain. Untap. Ancestral Vision's ticking down to 1. Play a Plains. There is no recent taking turns deck. They're all like Velomachus turns or some crazy thing like that. And I mean, those are decks, but they're not like a taking turns deck. They're just a deck with an infinite turn win condition. Which I realize is most people's definition of taking turns, but it's such a different game plan that I don't enjoy it as much. Alright, Lightning Skelemental. They're attacking us for 6, forcing us to discard. We'll discard Mastery and Island. I'm going to keep the Verdict. They replay Birds, sacrifice Skelemental. We untap, Ancestral coming off Suspend. Target ourself. We draw an Aether Gust. Play a Snow-Covered Plains. Uptick to Fairy. Play As Foretold. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Swamp. Blue-red turns from January. They play a Douthie Voidwalker. That's fine. I mean, there's the Dreadhorde Arcanist turns deck, but that's all I know of. Opponent puts Skelemental onto the battlefield. Goes to combat. So we Aether Gust, Skelemental. I always click the wrong one. I think they put it on top. Yep, they put it on top of their deck. Then they pass. Nope. They play a Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay. We untap. As Foretold ticks up to 1. We draw Serum Visions. So cast Serum Visions with As Foretold. Mystic Sanctuary needed to go. Time Warp to the top. Temporal Mastery on top of Time Warp. Play an Island. Uptick to Fairy. Pass the turn. We're going to flash in a Supreme Verdict. Opponent goes to combat. Opponent predicted the Supreme Verdict. They did not play out the Skelemental. This could be because they have like a Lightning Bolt. They play another Douthie Voidwalker. And a Rex Sage to kill As Foretold. I mean, I could with 2 counters, but I didn't have 2 counters. No, you can't. You can't do that, because it's converted mana cost, right? Or mana value X or less. Mana value of 7, regardless of cost paid. So Miracle Temporal. I did Visions off As Foretold. I had 2 Visions in hand. Uptick to 4. Oh, on their turn? Oh, I should have, yes. Yes, that was something I could have and should have done. Not gonna need... Actually, I might need that remand. We're gonna put both of these to the top. Untap. See, I haven't played with any of these cards since forever ago, so I couldn't tell you how half of them work anymore. Alright. We untap. We draw path. Down tick. Bounce Voidwalker. Draw a card. Then Time Warp. Untap. We draw Polluted Delta. Play Polluted Delta. Uptick. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. They play Polluted Delta. They go to combat. They attack Teferi. We'll use Path to save him. Pretty sure they're still holding a Skelemental. Okay. Gonna fetch to thin our deck. Get a Prairie Stream. Untap. We draw a Supreme Verdict. Uptick to Fairy. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Blood Crypt tapped. 5 mana. Make some tokens. Okay, they untap. They go to combat. Attack us for 1 and Teferi for 1. That's fine. They play Voidwalker. That is also fine. And they pass. We untap. Miracle Temporal Mastery. Because we're good at this game. Uptick to Fairy. Pass to our next turn. We draw Time Warp. Uptick to Fairy. Time Warp. Pass to our next turn. Untap. Draw to Fairy. Bounce Voidwalker. Play Prairie Stream. Play new Teferi. Keep the new one. Uptick. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. They draw. They play a swamp. Black, red. Okay, they go to combat. They attack us for 2. We'll take 2 and go to 4. Then they replay Voidwalker again. Then they play Cemetery Gatekeeper. Okay. So in response to the target, we're going to Supreme Verdict. Because they're probably going to hit a sorcery. And they gotta target something. Why didn't you remand it so you could draw and they would have to play it again? I was thinking about remanding Lightning Skelemental, but I realized that that doesn't really do anything. I probably should have remanded there. Because they're not going to play anything so expensive that remand's going to stop them from playing it. Okay, we untap. We draw Mikokoro. Down tick to draw. Play Mikokoro. Awaken the island. Okay, pass to our next turn. We draw an island. Uptick to Fairy. Play an island. Draw a card. Time Warp ourself. Go to combat. Attack for 6, and the game is over. Alright, I don't think I'm going to make any adjustments. I think I'm just going to run it back. I'm not playing Howling Mine effects because I'm playing the As Foretold Ancestral Visions setup. At the time that I was playing this list, I'm going to keep this, there was a lot of decks that could take advantage of the additional draws, and so you would just end up killing yourself if you played a Howling Mine. Now, okay, we draw a path. I'm going to start by suspending this Ancestral. So, like, the only other version that plays Ancestral is the one that plays, like, Dreadhorde Arcanist. So you can flashback Ancestral Visions out of the grave, which is amazing. But, Ignoble Hierarch. Alright. We untap. Ancestral starts ticking down. Draw a Time Warp. Play a Plains. Pass the turn. But I didn't want to play red. At the time that I was playing this deck, I didn't want to play red because Bolt didn't kill a lot of the creatures that were being played, because I'm pretty sure I was playing this in like a Death Shadow meta with like Scourge of the Skyclaves and stuff. So white just had better removal, and Teferi straight up beat control decks. Control decks could not beat Teferi in this version because Teferi plus Silence is 1 mana Time Warp. Okay, let's go ahead and remand Grist. Gonna need some lands here. Opponent fetches with Windswept Teeth. It's an Overgrown Tomb untapped. Is this a Veil of Summer? It's a Veil of Summer. Okay. Well, it can't be countered, but we do at least get to draw. Unfortunately, we draw Temporal Mastery rather than Miracling it. Opponent makes an Insect, mills a Stomping Ground. We desperately need lands. Ancestral Visions ticks down to 2. We get a Prismatic Ending. Unfortunately, I will not be able to Prismatic Ending Grist anytime soon. I'm going to pass the turn because my opponent, if they play Lightning Skelemental, I need to have Path. I can't just be ending a random Hierarch. Opponent untaps. They go to combat. They attack us for 2. We go down to 18. They play a Blood Crypt tapped. They play another Birds. They uptick to make an Insect. Then pass. We untap. Ancestral ticks down to 1. We draw another Path. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. They draw. They play Cemetery Gatekeeper because they figure we have Path. They still have mana to play the other thing, but this does make us take damage because they can exile an instant. They go to combat. They attack with 2 separate insects. Okay, no blocks. Opponent makes another insect. Pass to their end step. Path Gatekeeper. Opponent gets to go get a land. We need to, like, Miracle Temporal Mastery off this Ancestral Visions. I'm also very tired. My new schedule has me getting up at 4 in the morning, and I'm going to bed in like an hour and a half. So Ancestral Visions coming off suspend. We draw nothing of value. Get a Flooded Strand. So play Flooded Strand, crack it. Get a Prairie Stream. Prismatic Ending the Hierarch. Pass the turn. I have to keep holding open Path because of the Skelementals. I also have to discard until I have 7 cards in my hand. Discard in our set. Opponent untaps. They play Skelemental. They go to combat. Path Skelemental. F6. Opponent gets a land. Hit us for 3. Take us to 10. And they're playing something else. Jund colors. Magus of the Moon. Well, I mean, at least we play a lot of basics. Play a Snow-Covered Plains. Tap really the only reasonable way we can. Bounce the Magus, because it's just the biggest creature. Pass the turn. Four mana. 5 mana. Collected Company. That's interesting. I didn't know they were playing that. They hit Moon and Ignoble Hierarch. So we can't cast Time Warp unless we top deck an island. And we play like 8 islands, but... Okay, 4 damage at us. Take 4, go to 6. We could draw a Supreme Verdict. That would be good. Okay, they're going to kill Teferi. And we draw a useless draw spell. I guess technically I'm not dead yet. If I bounce Magus, they only have 3 damage on board, but I would be dead to a Lightning Bolt, a Skelemental, and a couple of other things. They Veil to draw a card, and that actually kills me, so I can't target their guys to bounce. Alright, that is unfortunate. Oh, what else can we play? What else can we play that would be fun? Pitch control? I don't even know if pitch control would work in the current metagame. Which one of these was I playing? It wasn't this one. Although I did like that one. No problem, West. Hope you enjoyed it. Was it this one? I feel like it had to be this one. Let's do a round of coffers. Maximum snooze. All this white light coming off my screen. Feels like I'm getting a suntan. Alright, Mix'em. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for resubscribing. It was good to have you. And I will see you again soon. I also need to know what you want me to play for your December Patreon deck request. I know I haven't gotten to your November one, but I need to know for the December one too. Nobody wants to play two-mans right now? Why are the Q firing so slow? Oh my gosh. I might as well just end the stream early if no one's gonna play. Uh well, I don't feel like this is very entertaining. Maybe we'll just call it and have it be a short stream tonight. I'll catch up on the videos. Don't worry, everybody. But, thank you all for tuning in. Bone Daddy for resubscribing. Sissia for the 100 bits. Mixem for subscribing. Mixem for gifting a sub. You're all wonderful human beings. You too, Sigma. Much love to you too. And, of course, I'm going to play the credits. That is, if it lets me. I think it's this button. Text-to-speech must be broken. I don't know why the credits aren't playing either. There we go. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. You're all wonderful human beings, and I hope to see you guys next time. Next time, I'll try and pump the energy, and we'll do something fun. That much is for sure. I'll see you guys next time.